again, I'm Christy Thomas, and I'm excited to help you grow deep faith roots through little behaviors throughout your day that grow into habits that last a lifetime and draw you closer to Christ every day. In case you missed that last video, I shared about how important it is to tie our new little faith behaviors into habits that already exist in our days. We called that existing habit an anchor because it will anchor a new behavior and help it become a habit too. You might be saying to yourself, habit formation takes a long time. Remember when I tried to? And you'll remind yourself of a time that a habit took forever to take hold. Maybe you tried to go for a daily run or eat healthier or drink 8 cups of water per day and it didn't work, so you think you're terrible at starting new habits. That was me. But let's compare that experience to what we're doing this week. First, you've already chosen an easy little habit that doesn't take much motivation to do. Then you chose a reliable prompt that's already in your day. You're already on the road to success. Yay! And here's another thing I bet you didn't do with that other behavior that you tried. I bet you didn't try wiring in your habit quickly with celebration. According to BJ Fogg, author of Tiny Habits, celebration is what will hotwire a habit into your brain super fast. Remember when you started using your favorite social media? It did not take long for it to become a habit because it was easy, but also because it made you feel good. In fact, social media can become a habit in just a few hours. That shows that it is possible to learn new habits quickly. Contrary to popular belief, habit formation doesn't have to take 21 days or 40 days or whatever the gurus say. It gets so much quicker when we choose something easy, attach it to an anchor, and celebrate it every day. Why is celebration important? Well, as humans, we naturally want to do things that make us feel good. Our brains actually seek out behaviors that make us feel good. But here's the problem. What if saying the Lord's Prayer with your kids doesn't naturally give you a spiritual high? Well, the good news is that you can create a celebration for yourself. Celebration isn't the same as a reward, by the way. Rewards are something we promise ourselves when we do a good job or when we successfully do our habit for 21 days in a row. Celebration is simply doing something that makes us feel good every single time we do our new habit. So it's not like getting ice cream. In my membership site, Hope Grown Faith, we harness the power of celebration through a monthly praise party of all the ways we've seen God move in our lives over the month. For those who are curious, registration for Hope Grown Faith opens tomorrow. All right, back to prompts. For example, let's say you want to say the Lord's Prayer with your child at bedtime. What's your anchor? It could be sitting down on her bed to say goodnight. So you sit down. Now what's the behavior? Saying the Lord's Prayer. So now you pray. Now before doing anything else, reach over and give your daughter a hug or a high five. That will bring a smile to both of you and release the hormones that make you feel good. And just like that, you've created a powerful connection between that prompt, the behavior, and celebration. The next time you kneel down to say goodnight, your brain and her brain will both say, hey, let's do that thing that made me feel good. You might still need to remind yourself the first few times, but it'll wire in extra fast when you practice celebration. It's not realistic to give your child a hug after every behavior you want to turn into a habit, and some kids don't like hugs. So here's a list of other ways to celebrate. The key is to do it right after the behavior. You can also celebrate the moment you remember to do the behavior. That deserves a mini party too. Woohoo! You remembered. Here's the list, which you can also access in today's printable. You could give a hug, give a high five or a fist bump, smile, whisper, I did it, whisper, victory, or shout victory, pump your fist in the air, give yourself a pat on the back. Here's your assignment for today. Decide which of these mini celebrations feels most natural for you and let me know in the comments. I like to go, I remembered. Remember the habit recipe we started creating last time? Now we can finish it off. After prompt, I will, little behavior, then I will, celebrate. Even though it's not in the recipe, there's actually one more absolutely crucial thing you must do before you can implement your new habit smoothly. And that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Make sure you join me for this last video in the series.